Hey, friends, take two. So, um, hey, y'all, it's Nicole. If you're in the Be About It unit, this is the second time you're seeing me. I went into the wrong Robbins group. Whoopsies. Anyway, I'm here to talk to you about the Super Bowl squares. So, if you were on with us last night for Connect and Celebrate, why is this happening? I don't know why I'm frozen. Okay, evidently you can hear me, you can't see me. Perfect. So I'm gonna see if I had to let me stop this. Oh, and now my mouse isn't working. Perfect. Okay, everything's great. I don't know what's happening, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure this out. I think we're back. Oh my God. That was wild, y'all. Okay, so everything literally froze. I've got two screens, a couple of things going on. Everything froze. I'm sorry about that. I am not the master of technology. So please forgive me if you're watching this. Skip to 6 minutes. Anyway, so I'm here to talk to you about Super Bowl squares. So if you were on with us last night and you learned firsthand about Super Bowl squares, we would love to hear from you what your thoughts and your feedback are. I loved that I got to share something with Robin that she previously was not excited about, and now she is. And so I love that that's what we get to do for each other. We get to help and support each other. So if you've played Super Bowl squares before, maybe at work or with your friends or your spouse or spice or whatever, you get the gist. But tying it into your Mary Kay business can be a real game changer for February, which can be kind of like a tricky month, right? Like, are we in spring? Are we not in spring? Did everyone get paid off from December? It's just goofy. Anyway, so this is what Super Bowl squares look like. So I'm going to kind of go over what this looks like. I'm going to share my screen so it's just a little bit more professional looking. And the way I do it is for every $10 my customers spend with me, I initial a square in this little white box. So Robin buys $10 worth of Mary Kay product and I initial a box. And then Lupe buys $20 worth of product and she gets 2 squares randomly in here. Okay. So then what happens during game time? Oh, God, so glad you asked. So these yellow squares along the top and side are for each team. So you can put the team name on each side. So one would be the Eagles and one's Kansas City. And then I get a deck of cards and I pull 1 through 10 and shuffle them up. And then when I flip the first card, and so, say it's 1, and then maybe it's 3, and then it's like 10 or 0, excuse me, and then 7, and then 8. So it's kind of jumbled. You don't want it to go in a row because if you play with real competitive people, they will have something to say about that, just so you know. But the reason for that being is at the end of each quarter, there's a score, right? Maybe it's 00. Maybe it's 13-6. So you would find the corresponding, if it's Eagles 13 and Kansas City 6, you would look for the 3 under Eagles and 6 under Kansas City. And whoever's got that box would win. Okay. So a couple of things that Robin asked was like, who can you talk to about this? Literally everyone. So maybe you're not a gambler. Maybe you're like, this seems kind of weird. Maybe, but it's fun. And a lot of people like to win. And so what I like to share is like, hey, Susie, I've got my Super Bowl squares going again this year. So just so you know, every $10 you spend, you get a square. It's free gambling for them. And I give away different things. Sometimes I give away LTO items that I have on my shelf that I'm looking to move. Sometimes I just give away gift cards based on who it is, right? Who it is and what they win, right? So, and just so you know, you don't have to limit yourself to one card. So what we talked about last night is, so I have my customer group. So I'm going to do this for my customers. And then I have this other group of people that I hang out with, BNI, and then my day job coworkers. So I can do 2 different sheets and run those simultaneously, as long as I'm relatively paying attention during the Super Bowl, right? And so something to consider, if you fill up one whole game board, it's $1,000 in sales. Like, could you get excited about having $1,000 in sales by the 12th of February? Okay. Now, if you fill up 2, that's 2,000, and 3 and 4, depending. Okay. So something else we talked about is in like having other people in your family or your house help you. So if you have a husband or a dad or whatever that really is, likes to help you run and likes to help you do, it could be your mom, it could be your sister, like it could be anybody, it doesn't have to be a dude, that would like to help you, they can have their own board. So like Alex, for example, her husband works at a restaurant, which has its own staff, a whole bunch of people in there. Valentine's Day is coming. They need things. They just don't know they need them. So he's going to bring one of these to work and try and fill it up himself. And she's going to have one for her customers too, so that she can fill one up herself, right? So like teamwork, super fun. You get to give stuff away. Something to consider. If you're going to give away a $25 gift card for each quarter, that only costs you $12.15. Is it worth selling $1,000 to give away? I think the total is like $48. Abso-freaking-lutely it is. So I just wanted to share that with you. Again, I know Robin has posted the image in her group. I posted it in our group, and we all have access to this. So if this is something you've got more questions on, or you would like kind of more of a what if with me or Robin, please call us directly. We would love to answer any and all questions. And again, I apologize for the technical difficulties in the beginning. I don't know what happened. So we're super excited. I mean, like, could you fill up 2 game boards by the 12th? Like, how fun would that be? $2,000 in sales, $1,000 in your pocket, just because you're legally gambling with your customers and friends and family. And this might also be an opportunity to help get new customers that aren't a customer of yours, just because they can earn something for free. Okay, so like there's just all sorts of different ways that you can market this. And I just wanted to share it with y'all. I love you guys. I love this idea. I do it every year. Last year I sold $3,000 by the Super Bowl. Okay. You know what I mean? With little to no extra work. So if you're holding skincare classes, they can still participate. If you're having guests on glow sessions, they can still participate in this. If you're doing reorders or PCP follow-up, they can still participate in this. So just letting your people know where they can participate is where it's at. So super proud of you guys, super impressed. Can't wait to see the results. If you were on with us last night, you know your challenge. And if you weren't on with us, we would love to see next week how many squares you've sold when we catch up on Tuesday. And then the following week after the Super Bowl, how many did you sell in total? Just super fun, friendly competition to put money in your pocket. I love you guys. Have a great rest of your day.